Hi, hi.
Oh, 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 mushy mush. I forgot how to use this. How do you use reality? Hello. 2.5 years being here. How do you use reality?
How do I use
Mm.
this? Oh my gosh. It's a lot like streaming. You just make sure your headset is on. If you ever want to mute, the mute button has it really hasn't changed much.
Not you telling me how to use reality.
Welcome to a forbidden tutorial. Thought we were doing an interview instead. Alright, alright.
Indeed.
Whew. Hi, hi! It is Forbidden, and welcome to another reality user tutorial! Not tutorial, silly me, it's an interview! Alright, today I have Kawaii Keisha. Keisha, everybody, Keisha!
How
Um,
mushy mush.
so, Keisha, who are you on reality?
I am the one and only British person that you know in the American server, probably. But I am. How do you do interviews?
You answer the
I feel like I'm
questions.
just. Yes, indeed. I'm Keisha. I have been on reality for 2.5 years almost, I think. And yeah, I guess reality has been like a little safe haven for me. Although I've been in many dramas, but we don't talk about it. We don't talk about it. But indeed,
Alright, so you're not gonna talk about, Moshi Mosh, not about the sticker, not about what that is, not, you know.
oh, yes, take two. Yes. Hi, I am quite Keisha. A lot of you might know me for my Moshimo sticker, and always say Moshi Mosh. I'm being the one and only British. Well, not one and only. I know there's more British people on the American server, but
I like how you're just like,
me
I'm
trying to
gonna
be like,
restart the
yeah.
whole everything. Oh my gosh. Alright, alright. So, Moshi Mosh, you're British. So Keisha, you also had something called the Purple Gang. What is the Purple Gang?
Okay, so me, Nori, and Drobot. Sorry if you can hear my daughter in the background. Me, Nori, and Drobot have made Purple Gang, but we made Purple Gang separately before knowing
Mhm.
each other. Then when we found each other, we brought Purple Gang together and made it a whole big thing. And a lot of people know about it. A lot of people be like, "Yay, Purple Gang!" and stuff like that. And I feel like it's really good. And then I have a T-shirt um, that has Purple Gang on it that I did last year in November. And the Divis Mamas one, my twin made it for me.
Oh
Hui.
my
But
gosh.
yes, and
Alright, so I heard through a little grapevine that you were going to be participating in the badge event today. Something regarding Purple
oh my
Gang?
god, how did you find out? No one was meant to know. Oh no, indeed, indeed, says the one that gave me the idea of my own. The name of the batch. Make it make
What?
sense for me. Indeed, indeed, and I've done it before. I've won it like 3 times before,
Mhm.
but like a few people wanted me to do it, and I was like, oh my god, Phoebe's doing it. Yes, we can try win it together. I know
Ayo.
you definitely would it.
Oh, shh.
Save my
Doubtful.
points.
Doubtful. Um, so why do something like the badge event? You mentioned that you've done it multiple times. Like, what's the point of doing the badge event here on Reality?
I've always liked the badge events, even if a lot of new people don't know, like back in the day when I used to do the colored ones, like
Mm-hmm.
the red, the blue, the green, the brown, the purple one. I think the badges, I wish they last longer than a
Mm-hmm.
week. I think badges are just cute little nifty things to just see on your profile when people click it. And then, because I've been asked, like, I used to collect so many badges. I used to go on to,
Mm-hmm.
like, the Asian server and collect. I would used to have 11 badges, but they never would let you fit all them badges onto your profile. But
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just like a cute little, like, thing to put on your profile, and it shows like all different people's ideas, and I think like it's a good way of advertising other people as well. It's just like,
Okay.
oh, what is
Okay.
that? Then you click on it and then show you. Indeed.
All right. So you mentioned that you've been here for like 2.5 years, right? Why have you stayed on reality that long?
You know what? Good question. No, I'm joking. Um, I I've made many fine friends and friends that have turned family. As you know, Nori,
Mm-hmm.
Sin, they're my siblings for real. You, Sean, many people. I can't. If I name everyone that I love in reality, we're gonna be here for 2-3 hours. Anyway, but indeed, yeah, I've met a lot of people, and it's just like, and I'm back. Well, not back in my day. Not back in my day. I'm not that old. But obviously, as a lot of people know or knew that I used to be a counselor IRL,
Mm-hmm.
and I used to do online relationship and mental health counseling, and
Mm-hmm.
I love helping people, and I still do. I still do. Anywhere I can, I will still help people. So yeah, I like to when people feeling down
Mm-hmm.
or thinking negative for me, and then
I don't know who
I
you're
like to
talking
always
about.
put that positive,
I don't
that
know who you're
tough love,
talking about.
punch you in the
Mm-hmm.
face with positivity. But indeed, that's one reason, and like just seeing people thrive, and just like everyone has their own uniqueness.
Mm-hmm.
English, if that's a word. Everyone has their own personality, and it's just fun to see. Indeed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, have you ever taken a hiatus in all this time that you've been on reality?
I wouldn't call it hiatus. I've like just
Okay.
stopped streaming, but I've still been on the app.
Okay.
Indeed.
Okay.
I just like, ugh. Let me just break my 500 daily because I just can't be asked. Just can't be asked. But I
500
still be
days.
on.
500
I
days.
know. I just woke up one day. A lot of people I've heard from a lot of people that they've been like, oh my god, Keisha lost her 500 daily. I'm like, no, I broke it. I just couldn't react.
So obviously you felt connected to the daily system because you did it for 500 days. Why did you do 500 days? Like what was it, a personal goal? Was there some like reason behind doing it?
I feel like the daily is what's that word? Chotomate brain fart. It's like what's the word?
Addictive,
What's
um
not even
tempting,
just addicted. It's something. It's
reminder.
like daily routine. Like when you wake up,
Mm.
wait, it's like a
Mm-hmm.
daily routine when you wake up, brush your teeth. It's like it's like consistent thing. It's like, oh yeah, let me do my daily. Like when if we're all chilling and then one of us, mainly spicy, would be like, oh my daily, let me go do it. So yeah, it's like just something that keeps consistent, and I like it because it's like I like alongside my counseling, I like to used to tell people, oh, you're consistent with your daily, be consistent in your positivity, be consistent in your, it's just,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that's how I look at it personally.
Okay. Okay. So do you think consistency is important to a streamer?
It depends how you do your own streaming. Everyone's different. Like it
Mm-hmm.
depends on because say with you always have to do your hour. Everyone's different. Me, I could just sit there silent for like 15 minutes and then I'm good. But everyone's different. It's just how you are, what your content is, like how much like just now you wanted to end, but then so many people are coming in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I guess it just depends on each different streamer.
Okay. Okay. So we've skipped a lot of questions. We've just been weaving and diving around the list. So I guess I'll go to the official question two. Do you consider yourself a VTuber?
I knew that was going to be the question. I've watched everyone else's interview. um, a VTuber, not right now. I guess
Okay.
because I'm still setting up. Like how a lot of people have gone to Twitch. Like Suki has gone to Twitch. Mama
Mm-hmm.
Swan's gone to Twitch. Like a lot, and they have their own cute little, VTube models. I would hope to be me someday.
Okay.
But
Okay.
right now, no. I would say no. Just average girl, just goofy average girl. You know what I'm saying?
So eventually you want to get your own model. Now I know Suki is a 2D model, and I know Swanee just released her 3D model. Do you have a preference of model that you'd want to go for?
um, to be honest, I haven't really looked deep into it right
Okay.
now. Right now, it's just voice and just streaming games, indeed. But
Okay. So
yeah, until I'm ready, I
would
guess
you
everyone at their own pace. They're just
so
more ambitious about it, I guess.
because PNG streaming is also a type of VTubing, would you currently you're just like the voice of the game. Would you consider PNG and then taking the steps
Yeah,
up? Okay. Okay.
yeah, like of like a whole like brain fart again, like this. English is hard. I swear to God. Um, like the streaming, editing,
Mm-hmm.
OBS stuff,
Yeah.
Streamlab stuff, like where you set up your streams and stuff like that. Like, yeah, make it all nice and decorative,
So you want to
and
have
then hopefully
everything done
soon
basically
I'll have
before
like,
you start. You want to have it all
yeah, yeah. I don't
I's
want
dotted, T's
to
crossed. Okay. Okay. Okay.
like. Hmm.
So why wouldn't you want to use your reality model? Because you can use your reality model on Twitch and YouTube and things like that. So why wouldn't you?
I feel like it's like even with VR chat, it's
Mm-hmm.
like um I don't know, it's its own thing. Like if you know me from reality, you know me from reality, or if you see
Mm-hmm.
me on reality, you see me on reality. If you see me on VR chat, you see me on VR chat. But either way, it will all connect to like when I do properly start up my Twitch or
Mm-hmm.
YouTube or whatever it will be. Everything will be either way, and then instead of putting everything in one, they'll be like, "Oh, Keisha, you do this, you do that."
Mm-hmm.
Then it'll make people go look at it, some like
And look at your
first
other content.
with like a
Okay. Okay.
beacons link.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Have them check out all of your different projects. Okay, okay, so that's what you're thinking. Because I know some people are like, oh, once I move over to Twitch, I'm not going to be engaging in XYZ other platforms. So you're still planning on being engaged in like reality and VR chat on top of doing your
yeah.
Twitch stuff. Okay,
Hmm.
okay. Um,
Yeah, because my
so
I will be putting I'm content from um VR chat
mhm,
or reality onto.
mhm.
So that's why I wouldn't like. That's why even when I broke my daily, I wouldn't call it hiatus. I just I just like stopped streaming and just like would pop into people's streams. I was still here. If you
Mhm,
needed me,
mhm.
I was still here.
Yeah, you could definitely still find Keisha. So then that's going to be my question next is how do you use reality?
How?
Yeah, like what type
Press
of
the app.
content do you do? Like, well, no,
So when
not that way. But like, what makes your content different? Why would your content on reality be different than what you eventually produce on Twitch or like on VR chat? Like, how do you actually use it as a user? Like, what's your intention when you use reality?
I I think like with reality, it's more like a chilled app. I feel like I always found reality as like just a relaxing time. You know, like when you get back home from work
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, then you just like time to stream. Let me just relax, chill, vibe with the people that I know. I never really took reality serious. Obviously, like I've been in many events and
Yeah.
stuff like that, but I know people on reality, like a lot of famous people, um, do this not seriously, but they put
Mm-hmm.
more effort than I do. I just feel like it's fun to
Okay.
chill, like how we're about to do an event. It's rivalry, it's friendly, it's just fun, really.
Okay. Okay. Not me being horribly competitive about my badge event. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm not really competitive about the badge. I love having the badge, but no. Um, I feel the same way as that a lot of people in the international server do have a more chill take to it, while on the Japanese server, it is much more of like the Japanese idol cultures, like how people are using it to like start music stuff, like music projects, or voice acting. or just getting their name out there more, while a lot of the international users are like, oh yeah,
Mhm.
like we're just chill, we're comfort, like yeah, we'd still do events, but that's not like our main goal as the international users. Now, do you think if they added more events like they do in the Japanese server, like more the voice acting, more song covers, um, more like
Be
advertisement,
more interesting.
yeah, yeah,
A lot of people get more
do you think
involved,
that would
like with
change
that
over?
one little side
Mm-hmm,
voice
mm-hmm,
actor. Yeah, yeah. That went with the little side character. Was it voice acting
mm-hmm.
event that I think Konoshiba won?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was hectic.
yeah,
But
the
it with the
Scronia
thing
event.
with stuff like that, it always brings problems. So it's just like I feel like people just have to let go of like the competition. Don't always mean like like fight me. No, it's
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
rivalry. Have fun. If you lose, like oh, there's always next time. But you know what I'm saying. But
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
yeah, nah, it would definitely bring more like the American server. Like it'll be like oh wow, like something more to look forward to because they used to do other things like the for the people that don't know, the make your own sticker, like
Mm-hmm.
where you have your avatar be on the booth website and you can buy the sticker. And I
Mm-hmm,
did that.
mm-hmm.
A lot of other people did that. And I
Yeah,
got
they had
like
actual merchandise.
psychosis. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
man. No, I
Um,
think it would,
hmm. All right, so we've talked about you being on other media like VR chat, right? Were you ever a content creator before you started reality?
um little does people know I actually used to be a voice actor. And I used to
Oh.
like voice up my friends used to make videos and stuff. They
Mm-hmm.
would ask me if I want to be in it or voice act whatever they need, and I was always up for it. But my voice has gotten raspy over the years, so I just stopped it. It was too much strain on my voice,
Okay, okay.
and I used to be. I've been on a lot of British talk shows, and I did have a lot of my friends are comedians and they have their own like YouTubes and stuff like that. I was gonna do that. I know I'm funny, but yeah, nah. It's not something I would put effort into.
Okay. Not something that you would try to grow. Um, so do you think
Yeah.
your experience
But I'm always here for
Oh, sorry, sorry, sorry. Go on, Nasai.
and I was like, I'm always here for like to help friends. Like if like they need me for like I don't
Mm-hmm.
know anything at all, I'm always here to help.
Okay, okay. So, do you think that experience helped shape who you are on reality and like the content that you make?
No, I've always myself. Like I would never change because of someone or something or I'll always be in myself. Like if you meet me IRL, like Suki could even vouch for this. You meet me IRL. If you meet the cats, if you meet me like in other like streaming platforms or in other game, it could be a game, it could be I don't know anywhere. I will
Mm-hmm.
sound exactly how I am now. I never switch for nobody
Okay,
or
okay.
anything.
So,
Good to be
I
original.
know. I know that Keisha plays games. I know Keisha is gamer. So, and you had even mentioned that you are the voice and you just see the gameplay. Is that the type of content you'd like to do eventually on Twitch? Or would you do something else?
Games. I even just like talks, like just sit down. Like when I do have my YouTube model, just sit down, have like
Mm-hmm.
friends be in a chat. We could have just talks or stuff like that. But yeah, definitely it was gonna be mostly games and like maybe VR
Okay.
content mostly and whatnot like that.
Okay, okay. Something to look out for. So, do you think your experience on reality is going to help you with the move over with adding that additional content platform?
Your mic went brr. Say that again.
Sorry. Go ahead. Do you think your experience on reality is going to help you develop your content on Twitch? Like your experience here, do you think that's going to assist you at all?
No, I'm not trying to boast, but like I'm always confident in what I do. Like, but I guess no, I'm confident in what I do. If I'm gonna put my mind to something, then I'm just gonna do it. It doesn't mean like, oh, I need help from another platform. Some people do. I understand that, but me personally, I'm good with whatever.
Okay. So obviously you've been streaming a while now, right? So what advice would you have for someone who is just getting into the streaming side? And then what advice do you wish you had when you first started streaming?
The advice I would give to someone that's new to reality is please be yourself. Don't just because there's people that have bigger followers, always winning events or something, they ain't you. Be yourself. No two people are the same. Like if you want to embrace your if reality is going to be your starting point to streaming like most people do, don't let nothing in your way, Kiwi. The advice I'll give myself, um turn down the energy. I've definitely calmed down. I had so much energy starting the app, like, and it's not even like it was a bad thing. It's just like Keisha back in the day. But yes, but good toxic, but it was rowdy. It was too much. You know, I'm more chill, Keisha now. You
Ayos. Keisha had all of the energy, and then she was a little caffeinated. Thereabouts is what she seemed like.
oh my god.
All right, so you'd give your advice of like calm down. So speaking of, obviously there are some people who are like hype streamers. Do you think it's hard to maintain being a hype streamer?
Yeah, like always having that upbeat energy. I was that streamer back in the day. Right now, like back in the day, I could do 10 hours, no problem. Now I look at that, I'm like, I look at 15 minutes, I'll be like, yeah, goodbye everyone, goodbye. But yeah, no, it is, and like even though like the hype streamers like wouldn't say it, they know it sometimes at all. Anything could happen in their day to day life, and then they'll come to reality just remembering to do that. Now I'm gonna be shouting at everyone. Just be dancing around and stuff. So yeah, it does take a toll. It's just like because we want to, like a lot of people and a lot of streamers, we don't want to like let you guys down, or like we always want to be there for our people and followers. So like yeah, it does take a toll.
Okay, so what advice would you give to somebody who is feeling down in the dumps, like they just don't have the energy to like make the regular type of content?
You come first. You do come first. People, and that's a lot of thing about streamers like us. Well, not the same just for me, but it's like a lot of people that do hardcore streaming. They forget about themselves. Like they always think about others, and that's good. Like I'd always love caring people, and but we do come first as well. We got to make sure that we're eating and hydrating. My Sean's always shouting at me.
Oh my gosh, Sean, the papa of reality.
Indeed. But yeah, no, because we always forget, because we always want to make sure we keep that status, and we just forget about ourselves sometimes. So
No, yeah, because you kind of hyperfixate on the stream. You kind of like get in the zone, and you don't realize how much time has passed. So you talked about the event scene. You talked about doing the T-shirt, the sticker, the badges. Is there anything on the reality that you would like to try but you just haven't done yet?
good question. I'm not being used to. I'm not English. I'm not the one I'm not the. You're gonna have to cop this out. My brain farts. I swear to God.
No, no, we're keeping all of them.
I'm normally not the one. Yeah. uh, I'm usually. I usually. I'm gonna end this call.
Denied. Denied. You cannot.
I'm normally the one interviewing. I'm not used to being interviewed. There we go. How hard was that? Golly. But yeah, no. What's the question?
So okay, so here we'll ease into it. We'll ease into this question. So tell me about your event experience.
Oh, my first big event I would say was a coin cup,
Okay.
and I won first place in it. I was shocked. I've done obviously sticker, two T-shirts. When the first advertisement in Japan event came out with the Akibara when
Mm-hmm.
me Kazuga and Noed won it. A lot of badges, not just the badges that we're gonna do today,
Mm-hmm.
but and then we'll pick a course. So
Okay.
I'm not shy to do it. Indeed.
Okay. Okay. So you've run through the gamut. So why do you do the events on reality?
Why?
Mm-hmm.
As we talked about, like upbeat to our followers, it was always followers like telling me, "Oh, Keisha, you should do this. You should do that." Especially when it came to the sticker, I was like, "We need a mushy mush sticker." But yeah, it was always the people, and I loved it. I loved it when people come to me, be like, "Keisha, do this, do that." It's like it always warms my heart. You know, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, people love me. Oh my God, I'm loved. But yeah, that's the reason I always do an event. If no one told me to do it at an event, then I probably would just be sitting here, just being me as I am. Anyways.
Okay. Okay. Um. So what advice do you then have for people who want to do things like the virtual field trips, the billboards, the sticker event, the IRL merch events, like the big ones? What advice do you have for them?
Do it. If that's what you want to do it. Like I know when like a lot of people that always run events, like I know it could be like, oh, this person's doing an event. I'm not gonna win it. If you think negativity, you're gonna speak into existence. I say this to a lot of people.
Mm.
For me. Anyways. So yeah, if you want to do the sticker, t-shirt, do it. Even if you don't lose. I mean, even if you don't lose, even if you don't
Even if
win,
you don't lose.
that's life. that's that's life. It's a simple term, you know. It's like reality can be a part of like life situations as well. You win some, you
Mm-hmm.
lose some, you try again. You know, it's nothing to be sad about. It's nothing to like cry about. Yes, I know it hurts when people be spending their money. Trust me, I know. I was so mad when I lost the sticker event the first time round at 4.9.
Oh
But
yes.
yeah, no, I know that's the reason no one wants to like
Mm-hmm.
waste anyone's money because everyone has their own little group and shared group and stuff like that, their own whales and whatever, and they never want to disappoint. But
Mm-hmm.
just do
Mm-hmm.
it.
Just
Just
do it.
do it.
Okay. Okay. So we're going to circle back to the question that started this spiral. Is there anything on reality, be it an event or a feature that you would like to try but you just haven't done yet? So this could be one of the new features that have just come out, a new event. It could be like going to a reality con because they are doing more and more. We just had an Indonesian one. They just released the date of the Japanese con. Um,
Yes, the cons I would love to go to. I would love to like because I'm an artist. I would love to make my own like my own outfit and go there and be like mushy mush. But like yeah, obviously I'm in London, so it, maybe one day reality will evolve as they've been evolving, and then they might care
mhm.
more about us European people.
Okay, okay,
But
okay,
yeah,
Miss London, London
the
Bridges.
yeah.
Um, would you be willing to travel to go to one of the cons? Like if there was one that was like in America, or more in like Central Europe? if there was a con there, would you be willing to like travel for it, even if it wasn't in London?
Oh damn. If I had the money to travel, yes, I will go. I will go boot down Noise door and be like, "Yep, I've stayed here. We're going to go to Reality Con tomorrow." Yeah, I probably would.
I could just see Keisha rolling up. She's like, I'm staying here, guys. I will take the bed. I'm kicking you out of your
Indeed.
bed. I am the
Sleepover.
guest.
Reality sleepover. Let's go. Everyone's sleeping on the floor. Indeed, we're all sleeping on the floor.
Okay.
Make a
Okay.
campfire outside. Some marshmallows.
Oh, so this is another question which I really haven't asked anybody. Have you gone to a convention before? So this could be like a VidCon, TwitchCon, an anime con, a cosplay, Comic Con, Game Con, any sort of um, gathering, basically. Have you been to any
I
big?
have I've been to a few. I've been to like an anime con in London. I've been to like a gathering, like a music gathering, where a lot of musicians and just famous people was there
Mm-hmm.
from, if people know Skepta or Jamie in the British scene. I've met the Sidemen before multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Um and yeah, I've been to a lot of like cons and meetups, and I always love it. That's one way to get me out of the house is
Same,
if
same,
I'm
same.
like being invited.
Okay. Okay, so what's your
Indeed,
favorite thing at these cons, at these gatherings? Like, why do you like going?
the food, the food, and the little like the little gifts, like you something you like, you're like, oh my god, look at the price tag, but I want it, like the little
Mm-hmm.
like anime figurines, or like it could be anything.
Yeah, just I like it for the atmosphere. I always, so when I go to like VidCon or something like that, I do buy like the little extra package where I can get to the workshops. Um, because I love learning more.
Indeed.
I love little workshops, okay? Don't 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 come for me for paying for extra money for
Indeed.
the workshop stuff. um, but yeah, I also like meeting the people, and I do like, the little gifts that you get when you visit, like the complimentary stuff. But I also like seeing like the artist alleys and things like that. Um, so
Indeed.
we're gonna get down to the nitty gritty, Miss Breton. Do you think your culture affects your streaming?
Never, never. Like people always like, obviously being not just being British, being Turkish and Nigerian, there's not a lot of like Nigerians. I guess like that is a thing that I've always like, oh, I wish there was like more people that spoke my language
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm.
like vibe with as well. But it's like that's never been an issue. People always like have learned off me. And I love learning off people, but yeah, no, it's never been a problem.
Okay. Okay. So how does being, basically in the middle of the two main popular times? So we have a lot of American users, we have a lot of Japanese users. There are some European users, but you guys, I don't see many of you very frequently. Um, so how does being in like that middle time zone affect you when it comes to streaming?
I'm a night owl, so to me personally, it don't it don't really affect me. I'm normally streaming at mad times. Everyone's just like, Keisha, why are you still awake? It's like 4 a.m. for you. I'm like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But yeah, no, it's never really affected me. But I know how it can affect. Like if someone like me comes over to the American server and it's like, oh, they're trying to keep up with the like time zones to where they'll get people in their streams.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
no, it's never really affected me.
Okay. Okay. Hmm. All right. So you said you were here for 2.5 years. Keisha, is this your first account?
My first and only. Surprised I ain't been blocked yet.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what's made you stick with being Kiwei Keisha? Have you been any other name before?
No, like I say, like I say, I'm always someone that's original. I never switch up who I am.
Mhm.
Like, other than Keyshawn, like the male version of me, but it's still
Yeah, yeah. Male, your male
it's
model
still
doesn't
me.
count.
Like like I know a lot of people have like started off with one name, then they realized, oh, like it was a good starting name, and then changed it. And I understand that. That's like you're still trying to find what fits. But I have always been Kawaii Keisha. Like me and my cousin give each other nicknames when we were younger, and Keisha was mine.
Okay.
So when we was like 5, so I always kept Keisha. Even in school, on my books, I would write Keisha. Indeed.
Okay. Okay. So, because you've been a user for a long time, I mean, I'm going to ask this question. There have been a lot of changes in reality since you started. What are some of the ones that you really appreciate them doing?
I would say, although I'm not as much as a gacha, I did back in the day. When I was a gacha whale back in the day, spending 1,500 on their sword. But we don't talk about it.
We don't talk about it.
But the gachas that come every month, exactly. But yeah, the gachas that come every month or every like other week, like that's nice to see because back in the day, we would have one gacha, then 4 months, 5 months later, then the next gacha. So I think that's really good because it was hard to look different back in the day because everyone had the same gacha. Now the amount of gachas that come out, it's like everyone can look different. Indeed.
Yeah, there's more variety. You can make your character more of like what you want it to look like.
Indeed.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. No. So, do you have any last words? That's everything on the list.
Do you have anything last words? No, not that I think of.
Okay.
Indeed, not that I think of. But for people that are watching this, stay beautiful, stay true to yourself. Don't let anyone bring you down because there is gonna be. You're always gonna have haters, but F the haters. Indeed, just do what you do. Don't let no one stop you because you are you. They are not you. Indeed, all that good positive stuff. Phoebe, I'm saying this to you too, Hebe.
All right. Thank you so much, Keisha. Thank you, Keisha. Arigato. Thank you so much.
I will see you soon.
I will see you soon for the budget event. All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.